Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Peter here. Today's video is from the house of Byredo, which is a house that's fairly new to me. I've not really got very many samples from this house. So this one is Black Saffron. To be honest, I didn't check out the notes of this really. Where I buy samples, or a couple of different places I buy samples from, didn't really have a whole lot of Byredo to choose from, so I literally just picked the couple that they had. So I was surprised when I smelled this, testing it. There's an obvious similarity for everyone that knows this fragrance. It smells a little bit like Tuscan Leather. So obviously I like it because Tuscan Leather is my favourite smell, my favourite fragrance. The first note I actually get is violet. Slightly cosmetic-y, perfumey, it smells feminine. I get violet, I get rose. It smells very feminine and very perfumey, if that makes sense. But then give it a couple of minutes, you start getting the soft kind of suede leather, you get the raspberry note, it's jammy, it's sweet. It reminds me more of SAPHIR by ATELIER Cologne, which takes the more desirable elements from Tuscan Leather and leaves kind of the harsh, the strong notes. The saffron in this is, I don't think this should be called Black Saffron at all, to be honest. The saffron is minimal. Tuscan Leather is quite aggressive, it's loud, it's strong, there's some kind of almost a gritty note sometimes, it's spicy. There's certain notes that people don't like in Tuscan Leather. I absolutely love it, but it's, you know, it's a more aggressive scent. I feel like SAPHIR by ATELIER Cologne takes the sweetness of the raspberry and increases it tenfold, makes the leather softer and smoother, but still smells the same as Tuscan Leather, the basic DNA, but removes the aggressive elements. It's very soft, it makes it more feminine. This does exactly the same as ATELIER Cologne. It makes it more feminine and easy to wear and lighter, takes the desirable elements, bins the aggressive ones from Tuscan Leather. But the DNA is there, the basic idea of the fragrance is Tuscan Leather. It's just softer, it's more feminine. For me, as it develops, the rose increases more. I get a definite obvious note of rose through the whole of the mid of the fragrance, supporting with the jammy raspberry sweetness and the nice soft Tuscan Leather-esque suede leather. It's really nice, there's not much change, I think it just kind of mellows out and disappears really. So it's a very simple review. Overall, I like it, obviously because it reminds me a lot of Tuscan Leather, but this is just softer with, you know, violet and rose basically, and a much more jammy kind of raspberry sweetness. I personally feel it skews more the feminine because of the florals being more obvious. The obvious note of violet in the beginning feels very feminine. The rose that increases more in the mid is more feminine. Although it's more feminine, I still consider it unisex really, although personally I wouldn't wear it, I would just rather wear Tuscan Leather, to be honest. But if Tuscan Leather is too harsh for you, or you're a woman that likes Tuscan Leather but you don't feel you can wear it, this is the perfect choice for you, I think. In terms of performance, it's okay, it's modest, it's not bad. It's 5 to 6 hours on my skin in longevity, with about an hour of a fairly soft projection. It doesn't feel like it pushes off all that far, it is pretty soft and subtle on my skin. So that's my first experience of Byredo. A little bit surprised that they went and took something so obvious as kind of you know, taking the DNA from Tuscan Leathers. It's a bit of a shame. I was hoping for something a little bit more original, but I've got one or two more samples to check out from this house. It's very smooth, I'll give it that. It's very, very smooth, it's very mellow. If you're a fan of Tuscan Leather like I am, where, you know, you really love it, this one you're just going to think, what's the point? It's not going to interest you. So it's aimed for people that maybe haven't smelled Tuscan Leather, or that find it just too aggressive and want a softer version. I would say there's a couple of fragrances that are doing this, like SAPHIR, obviously ATELIER Cologne. Even the new Tom Ford Ombre Leather 16 is a toned down version of Tuscan Leather, which you could check out also. There is Godolphin by Parfums de Marly, which is a lot sweeter on the raspberry and again a little bit less aggressive. I think there's a few choices to go for here, so I would just say sample them all and kind of pick your favourite, really. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.